Hello everyone, Cracks to the Light Tarot. Today we're bringing the reading for the sign of Aries for the period covering mid-month of January till the tail end of January 2026. And I'm doing this actually by the full moon in Capricorn, which is happening during the weekend. And I got a couple of messages that I'm gonna be putting out for you, Aries. We're gonna start by centering our energies. Of course, this reading that will cover that period is an intuitive message and it's a general one. We're gonna be using Spirit Song Tarot deck, and that's by Paulina Cassidy. And also we're gonna combine the reading with other cards that I'm called actually to call upon for some more clarified guidance, which is Cairo Marshadi, and that's the Kipper deck, and it's by Cairo Marshadi. Let's go, Aries, and let's see what is the collective cross holding the cards for you and what's the messages. Already a card slipped out. I'm gonna take it. It's in the heart of your situation, and that's the core of our focus during this period of time. What's the situation and what will be considered like a challenge that we need to overcome? What is the way we are kind of presenting ourselves to the world around us at this time, and what is the dialogue and the chit chat that we are having towards ourselves? Are we kind of supporting ourselves during our inner kind of dialogue conversations, or are we kind of hindering ourselves from something that we can achieve if we kind of have that well-known confidence of the Aries zodiac sign? And let's see what we are coming out of the past, like the very near past, like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a period of a maximum of 3 weeks, that we something that we left behind and we're moving forward, and what's the steps and what is the near future actually holding for us, which is approximately also like the same amount of time, which is 2 to 3 weeks prior to this reading. What is in your steps and your guided kind of like choices that you're gonna make that will propel you forward to reach the goal that you're setting in mind for this period covering mid-month, as we spoke earlier? And what are the energies surrounding the situation that you are seeking guidance upon through the reading that you just clicked on? Something is calling you here. And what is the advice from the collective cross? What is the outcome for this period? So we've got over here in the middle of your reading, recovery and transformation. So there is as you can see, this is the symbol of new birth and shedding the old skin and kind of moving towards a different persona in its entirety, you're totally transforming, and a lot of new kind of inputs for a situation that you have at hand for this upcoming couple of weeks. And that speaks actually about definitely very positive and productive vibe to whatever death of a situation that you've moved out of, and now you're approaching the new by this new year, and it's gonna be like starting really fast soon. By the 5th of February, a lot of planetary aspects are changing kind of positions. One of them is Saturn and Neptune approaching to your sign. So definitely that's mean that whatever is around you is transforming. Maybe a family setting, you're changing a kind of home living environment at this time. And as I spoke earlier, I'm gonna be guided to pull a couple of cards from the Kipper to assist our reading and show me even further what are we stepping into, Aries. And over here, the card that we've got over here is a message. So there is a message coming towards you. Definitely might be an email, might be just a message from a relative. Let's go further and see what's this about. Okay, and we've got over here the courtship. So it's about a relationship, might be your partner, your as we say, your other half or your better half, depend on the situation. But there is a message, and it is opened actually. So that means that you have already either received a call or a certain kind of interaction with a partner of yours. And by changing, like maybe something needs to get changed within the way you are handling a situation, or it might actually be a message of transformation, and your other half is kind of hinting and highlighting something that needs a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of work and flexibility, of course, to kind of soothe and maintain that equilibrium and that harmony within a situation at hand. And that's probably might be a concern of your other half if you are married. So apparently this is a kind of relationship situation, and there is transformation and maybe adapting to a new situation within the household. And the last card that I'm pulling over here, it's concerning a gift. So probably somebody is close to you, and they have a gift for you, or they have a gift themselves. Like there is might be a hidden talent for might be a child of yours, might be a partner that kind of have that talent, and they are messaging you upon a certain achievement or a certain talent that they have and they are building upon, that requires actually from you, on the other hand, to kind of transform and adapt to the situation, whether it's like creating that stability for a certain talented person. As I said, like it's focusing on your partner. So might be there's a business that your partner seeing themselves opening, and they are kind of asking you for the advice and maybe a little bit of financial support at the situation, and you have to kind of adapt to the situation. Let's see what's in your conscious position and the way you are kind of presented to the world around you at this time. You are showing in a beautiful energy, which is the 10 of Chels. And the 10 of Chels speaks about blessings and well-being. So definitely there is an uplift in your health condition. So if you are, if you were recovering from something, it's reaching its optimum kind of result, and you are getting that blessing in your health sector. That is so beautiful to see for you. At the time being, Aries, what's in your subconscious position and the way you kind of speak to yourself? You've got security and abundance. So you are kind of focusing within yourself in that aspect of grounding yourself, maybe, and kind of feeling the security because the situation at hand for this 15 days actually speaks about transformation within a partnership, but you have that calling to kind of go deeper in yourself and find that security and the abundance and maybe the flexibility actually to kind of contain the situation in your calm kind of domain. So this is kind of advised for you, Aries. And as I was kind of meditating, I got a message from for you from the Hinds feet on high places, and it was calling your zodiac sign Aries for me. And the message is a couple of sentences that I'm gonna read up loud, and those are the guided messages that are kind of wanting to be channeled towards the receiver of this reading over here. So it will take you some time to develop hinds feet and to climb to the high places. And if I put the seed in your heart, now it will be ready to bloom by the time you get there. That's a beautiful message that speak about you are kind of you were planted in a certain kind of environment. That environment actually you kind of already been there, but now the universe want to open your horizons to kind of a different setting and maybe a more wider perspective that is approaching and that is happening within your life. Maybe you have children that kind of leaving the nest right now. Maybe their education is in a different country than yours, and you are asked actually to step forward with your known bravery, Aries, and kind of receive the new horizon with open arms, and rest assured that everything will be taken care of, and might be your partner is calling you for that change to adapt to the new kind of setting. So if you may have like a full house, some of your children are leaving, and you're becoming, back like to being just two couples inside the house, and that's kind of a new to be an empty nester, maybe after a while that you've been building upon, of course, the growth of your family. So there's expansion that is happening. Also, if it's like a situation for a single person, it speaks also about new horizon approaching, because you have been planted by the universe in whatever environment you are in right now to excel and expand with a heart filled with a lot of courage at the time being. And let's see what is the near, like the past that you are moving out of. You've got two of crystals, which speaks about the two of pentacles. So you might be or you might had actually juggled a little bit in the financial aspect previously, and now you're coming out of that. Let's see, what are we coming out for, and what is gonna be the step that will be kind of required so we can move forward. And the card that I have for you over here is another confirmation to the energy that you have, Aries, which is the Eight of Feathers. And that speaks about standing your ground and kind of centering yourself and expressing your persona. And that's requires actually courage. At the same time, you need some solitude kind of to center that energy, and that solitude that you need to kind of soul search and find the answer from the within, that you need to kind of work upon to reach your ultimate goal, or whatever you are setting in motion to see flourish and blossom. And let's take a couple of cards, as I said previously, from the Kipper, so we can kind of take that guided message for us for our next steps that requires us to stand firm and kind of overcome the obstacles. At the same time, we are growing our agility with the hindsight. Hindsight means the deer feet that is kind of navigating with high sensitivity, going up the hill and planting her feet with assertive kind of footage, and actually climbing that hill that we are presented by as the situation is calling for. Now we're gonna see what is the clarification for the Eight of Feathers, and why are we asked to stand firm in a situation. We've got a wealthy man, so there might be maybe someone within your family. You might be the wealthy man, actually, Aries, and it speaks volumes in this position while standing your ground, and it's asking you to kind of lean on that security and abundance that you have from within upon the situation at hand, so you can reach the correct conclusion and kind of stabilize your wealth and your financial aspect actually to be managed in the manner that you are kind of willing to give out at this period of time. So this actually speaks about a little bit caution when you're kind of dealing with the money aspect of things, and you are asked to kind of do a little bit research on the financial aspect of a situation to reach the optimum kind of benefit out of it. And the other card that we've got here is, it actually came out in reverse. So this is the imprisonment in reverse. So, sometimes we get stuck in our way of thinking, and of course, when it comes in the reverse, that means that we are freeing our mind maybe from certain responsibility, and kind of leaning towards the universe hand by hand to kind of guide us in a certain situation. So as I see over here, it might be concerning a child of yours that is kind of or that has a talent actually that needs to be harbored and kind of nurtured at the time being, whether you are paying for the college for a child or paying for something to kind of enhance and kind of polish that talent of someone within your close family circle, whether it's your partner, you're partnering up with your long-term friend, or because this one speaks about a long-term commitment that kind of bear its fruit, and one of the parties involved has that kind of gift that needs nourishment. So you might be paying maybe college fees or something in that domain. Maybe you're just initiating a new business and launching a new kind of creative endeavor, you and your partner. Let's see our last card over here. It speaks about community. So definitely it's something about public speaking, something about announcing something to the community around you, and it also speak about feeding and giving back to the community around you. and that will help a lot in grounding whatever energies of abundance that you are kind of exchanging with the universe. So you are asked at the time being to give back to the community, Aries, and let's see what is the steps that will guide you there. And I have two cards for this, and it is determination and stamina. Another self-assured, self-confidence that is highlighted, which is yours, Aries. Of course, you're a fiery sign and you're filled with that passion and that kind of demeanor towards you. And you are asked to lean upon those characteristics in your and those steps actually will guide you there. The other one is to focus. As you can see, that's a bird about to kind of take and hunt to itself its prey, and that actually needs your focus to be called upon, and the insights that you already gathered within the circumstances or the situation at hand. Let's have a clarifier from the Kipper deck for the steps that we are guided to take, other than insight and focus and determination and self-confidence, of course, which is to be more self-assertive. And we've got the bad health. So that is concerning maybe a kind of medical procedure that happened, like in the near past, that you've recovered fully from, because we have the recovery card at the middle of your situation, and that speaks that's the first card that we pulled, which is the recovery card, and it speaks and the transformation. So you are transforming to adapt to a certain health kind of condition at the time being, wishing you the best and a fast recovery and a full one. So at the time being, the steps that will guide you there is to be more focused on whatever regimen that you're kind of working upon, or health plan that you are initiating to kind of support that aspect and lead you to a more fulfilling recovery and a complete one. Another card that I'm called upon to take from the Kipper card, you've got unexpected income. That's a beautiful card to see. So your financial aspect, you will be gifted. Definitely there is support for you moving forward from the financial aspect. And from whatever business that you're setting aside, or working on initiating, or kind of transforming to fit the mold within that kind of family, maybe business or family money. And the last card that I'm called upon, and I have another one that wants to come out, which is the Chariot. And the Chariot speaks about, of course, another movement card as we are approaching towards February, and it's the year of the fire horse. A lot of action, a lot of movement will eventually kind of happen for you, Aries. And it is a driving force, actually, a driving life force to kind of move with the Chariot, and it's also symbolize a victory. And you've got a victory in a judication. So the judication that might be concerning a contract that you're kind of initiating, maybe with the state, maybe with your county, maybe, it's a kind of an approval that you're seeking, whether it's travel documents, maybe a passport or something that you are called to kind of go ahead and move forward, and you will gain out of this aspect, and those steps will guide you actually to the expansion that you're seeking at this period of time. Maybe a certification also, or something like educational that you're completing. Now we're going to see the energies that will be surrounding the situation at hand for you. And what I've got over here is actually the fulfillment and the celebration, and that's the whale. So there is those energies of maybe that kind of fulfillment that comes from positive kind of progress, step by step, happening at this time for you, Aries. That's beautiful to see. Might be you have been working on a creative maybe endeavor, and you're seeing those fruits of your labor and the hard work and effort that you kind of invested flourishing in that kind of manner. Let's see what's the advice card for you from the Spring Song Tarot. And you've got over here the Knight of Feathers, and that speaks about perspective and self-empowerment. So that's another advice for you, just to kind of be kind on yourself, speak to yourself with goodness, of course, and that's what's happening, because it's a perspective kind of change that needs to be happening right now, and you are called upon from maybe a partner, a lover, or a loved one. And as you kind of move forward towards the January, moving towards February, there is a perspective change that is required and asked from you to kind of adapt to. And let's see what's the clarification on the advice card. You've got over here marriage. So definitely it might be something related to a relationship. And of course, it required maybe a proposal, and you are asked to kind of maintain that flexibility and to kind of adapt a new perspective on a situation. And that might relate to you in person if you are not married. And also it might relate to a marital material. It speaks a lot about a couple over here that kind of changing from one set to another. So maybe they were, as I said previously, maybe they were living with the greater, the kind of bigger family, and now they are kind of adapting that independence and taking different steps to kind of achieve a certain outcome, maybe buying a house, maybe traveling and relocating you and your loved one to another place, maybe after a honeymoon or something, because there is a celebratory kind of energy surrounding your mid-month Aries, and that's great to see. And there's a new challenge that you're kind of asked to overcome, as you will. And the advice for you is to kind of have that stamina of yours that you're well known for, and kind of move forward with it, because the papers will be signed and the contract will happen at this period of time. And the last card that I'm called to call upon, because I pulled 3 cards from the Kipper when I need a clarification on an advice or something, when I want, not need. Okay, so you got the official person. So definitely there is kind of a meeting, might be with an official personal above. The situation is about a contract, or as we spoke earlier, maybe an approval that will kind of come out of the situation, and it's in your favor. Let's see what's the last card for you, and that's the outcome and the result for the period covering this mid-month. And you've got King of Chalice, and the King of Chalice over here, that's the King of Cups, and that speaks about harmony, like a lot of harmony and a lot of integrity to kind of be your outcome over here, and that's the king. You're the emperor. That's your card in the Raider Waite deck, Aries, and achieving the king of chalice, which is maintaining the balance between the emotional aspect and the kind of intellectual aspect and the way you work your mind. So that's so beautiful to see for you, Aries, at the time being. Hope you enjoyed that reading. Those are general reading. Welcome yourself to our community over here, Cracks to the Light Tarot. So I'll see you next in my new uploads. Bye bye for now.